Hello. My name is Lido Pimienta from Colombia, South America, based here in Toronto. So, on the question of what do I think the future of the arts is? Well, for one, we sure as hell do not need another movie about Van Gogh's life. When will we see a movie about the when and the how and the who stole the style from us? You know that guy Picasso and Modigliani? I want to know, and I want to see a movie about that. How and when did they steal that? The future of the arts industry is digital, and I am all for it. You know, make your work, document it, and showcase it on that platform. Do not waste any time or money in university. You don't need it to become an artist. Follow a good Instagram, and there is your lesson on aesthetics and beauty with a capital B. Unless, of course, if it's free, go to school. An online presence will most likely guarantee your gallery representation or a booking agency more than an art or music degree. Talent is not really a thing to worry about in the future. It is obscene how a 19-year-old and even younger non-trust fund young adult is allowed to acquire over $100,000 in debt, but be denied a loan from the bank to purchase a home when they're done with their academic career. It is heartbreaking, too, when that young adult is somebody like me who started her family at 21 years old, while in university and while making consensus to be able to be an art student, because that's how committed I was and still am to art. As a mother of 21, at 21 years old with a mother of one in university, without family in Canada or generational wealth to fall back to, it was very hard. But again, I am committed to be an artist. All I can think of when I think about my years in university is that when I was starting my family, entering that world of useless indoctrination, disguised as arts education, that I would have stopped myself and just watched some YouTube tutorials on art history, just like I did with my music career. So the future of the arts, like I said before, is digital, but it is also uncertain until the normalization of motherhood in the arts takes place. The representation of women in the arts depends on this. We are made to feel shame and as if though caring for others is stupid, that having children is for losers if you're white, and a way to get a check if you're brown or black, and the only thing that you're good for if you're indigenous or native. And in a political climate in which mothers and their babies and toddlers are being tear-gassed, running away from violence, what does art have even to do with anything at all? Who even cares? Art now, as I see it, fuels the white supremacist machine, and in Toronto, it fuels gentrification. I have this vision of Shelley Nero's screenshot from, the shirt. My ancestors were massacred and all I got was this shirt. Next to the future is female t-shirt. I don't know, I just look at them and I'm like, there is something there. Maybe I'll make art out of it. And I think about how the future has been female, the future and the present and the ongoing and the past, and we have been doing the work. So when I look at this t-shirt, it gives me like a bad taste in my mouth from it. Because, as I said before, my future is now as a woman, doing everything, doing the most, doing all the labor, the emotional, physical, and still getting blamed for all the bad stuff that happens in the world. Being attacked by it when I raise my voice, because how dare I? But maybe it's because of that children's story, maybe you read it, Eve and the apple and the snake. I'll never read it to my baby. But anyways, Amazonian women have been doing this futurist female, I got this about my t-shirt, blah, blah, blah thing going on. They don't have a t-shirt though, and we don't see their artwork, because their artwork as indigenous Amazonian women who are fighting for the rainforest, it's not really art. That's not fine art. That's craft. So I would like to propose a new t-shirt in honor of the future of art, if I may. The future isn't female, the future is indigenous. Indigenous cultures of the Americas are matriarchal and children well taken care of, ensuring a good future for everyone. And art made by indigenous people now is the art that, frankly, is exciting. That is the future of art, whether it self-destructs or not. Sorry, I don't like Banksy. The beaters and weavers and makers of the world are the ones making fantastic art. Black girls using digital platforms to uplift themselves are the future. Kids with iPads composing electronic music are the future. The future of art will be once we normalize mothers and family, but not in a cheeky community art type trope way, you know what I'm saying? Actually, we need to make adequate space for us. We need to make space for us. The consensus that I have to make as a mother in order to be able to be an artist should not rest on my hands and my hands alone. Art institution, venues, and all places that cater and nurture art that benefit from me must create spaces for me and my children as well, so that I, as a woman, have the space to prosper, a safe platform to create, to be relevant, to stay relevant, and ensure a livelihood. Our periods and my breastfeeding 24/7 should be enough for all of you to pay me more. The future of arts looks great when I look at it from my perspective of a woman who is a prolific, really talented artist, excellent performer, and a crafter who happens to be a mother. In my world, I am able to meet my deadlines, go to my shows, do my art residencies, and go on tour with or without my kids, knowing that I will be compensated properly for my time and knowing that the venues and entities will hire the extra help to make sure that I can work as a woman. That is how I see the future of art happening. We might not have clean water in 5 years' time. And Indigenous people in the north of Canada know a bit about this, so they can tell us about it. So I'm excited to, in the future, and because the future is now, to see those shows and hear that music. Thank you.